Guys. So, with the continuation of last session, we are going to discuss about the pair sample t-test. So, before starting the pair sample t-test, we'll discuss what when you use the t-test. So, t-test used whenever the sample size is 30 or less than 30. In such a case only we are using the t-test. So when you use the paired sample t-test, so whenever the sample or dependent sample and the sample size is 30 or less than 30, in such a case we are using the paired sample t-test. So in the paired sample t-test, we have two related groups we are going to compare. That is the same respondent uh, before and after the changes. What is the difference? We are going to compare and we are going to calculate the t-value. So in this case, when this t-test will be used, whenever the t-test will be used in the medical research, education, psychology, and manufacturing industry. In such a case, only are using this paired sample test. So, in the medical research for the patient, before the treatment, what is the health condition of the patient, and after the health condition, or when they are using the vaccine. So, before that, you're using that vaccine, what is the health condition of the particular patient, and after the using the vaccine, what is the health condition? Then, similarly, in the education industry, so the performance of students can be compared before coaching and after coaching, what is the, or before implementing any technology, what is the level, and after using the technology, what is the level of performance. In psychology, the psychologists, they are using the treatment, what is the stress level of an employee before and after. Then manufacturing industry, any change in the industry, in the manufacturing place. So what is the process of changes before and after the manufacturing process. So in such a case only are using the paired sampling. So with the help of this, we are going to just discuss about the problem. So how to calculate the paired sample t-test. So in this case, when you are using the calculating the paired sample t-test, the formula for calculating the paired sample t-test, t equal to average of capital D divided by standard deviation divided by root of n. So average of D is nothing but the difference between the after and before the changes happen to the particular respondent. Then n is nothing but the number of sample size. Okay. Then standard deviation nothing but that is the square root of summation of d minus d whole square divided by n minus 1. So these are formula we have to use to compute the t value. So first step, what we have to do, we have to find out the difference between the 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 respondent value after and before. So in this problem, we are going to the pair sample t-test of the 8 student before that and after the coaching. So here the 8 student n equal to 8, and before coaching what is the performance level, and after coaching what is the performance level, and with the help of the we are going to find out the t is nothing but after minus before. So here each and every student, what is the mark scored by the after and before, 55 minus 50, 60 minus 60. Like this, we are calculating here as a d value. So when you are computing any parameter test, we have to write the hypothesis. We are using two type of hypothesis. One is null hypothesis and another one is alternative hypothesis. So null hypothesis already we are discussed in the class. We are mentioning is H naught, and alternative hypothesis we are using the HA. So here H naught is nothing but there is no significant difference between the before coaching and after coaching of the performance of the student. Alternate hypothesis says that there is a significant difference between the before and after coaching of the student. Next step, we have to compute because already I said the formula T equal to average of capital D. Average of capital D is nothing but the summation of capital D divided by N. So whatever we are calculating here, the column, these value only we are added together, we are getting the value as 25. 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, 4. Okay. 25 divided by 8, we are getting 3.125. Then next one, we have to calculate the standard deviation. Because the t value, we need average of t divided by standard deviation divided by root n. Standard deviation is nothing but your standard deviation equal to summation of d minus d whole square divided by n minus 1. Okay, so here already d value we here. So d value we are writing for the 8th student, and d dash already we have calculated the average value of that. Then d minus d square, that is d minus d dash. So we are getting that value. That value we have to square root here. Then next step, what we have to do after finding this value, so we have to substitute it here. So finding the summation of d minus d square is 12.8748. So that divided by n minus 1. So we are getting 1.8385. For that, we have to find out the square root. Then only we are getting standard deviation. So 1.356. So then we have to substitute the t formula. T equal to average of d divided by standard deviation divided by root of n. So here 3.125 divided by standard deviation divided by root of n is 8. So we are simplifying this value, we are getting 6.5. This is nothing but calculated t value. The next step, what we have to do, we have to compare the table value of t. So in the t table, at n minus 1 degree of freedom, here 8 minus 1 is nothing but 7 degree of freedom. At 5% significant level, the table value is 2.447. So with this table value, we are compared with the calculated value, and we have to conclude about the hypothesis, whether we have to accept or reject the hypothesis. So the calculated value, if it's generally the calculated value is more than the table value, the null hypothesis is rejected. So here in this problem also, the calculated value is 6.51, the table is 2.447. So the null hypothesis is rejected. So in this problem, we can say, so after coaching, there is a significant difference between the performance level of the student. So that's why we are accepting the alternative hypothesis. So thank you. So the next section, we will discuss about what is ANOVA and one-way ANOVA and two-way ANOVA.